Alright, hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Yeah, as I was saying before realizing I was out of time, well not really like I have an absolute necessary timer, just self-imposed one, trying to keep these videos to as close to 30 minutes as possible, but anyways, what's over this way? The path I was taking before noticing that treasure chest down there and going back for it, which I'm kind of glad I did. I mean, right now I've been kind of just spamming melee attacks, but some of the bosses and some of the tougher enemies up ahead, having that will be useful, so. Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. This is what I was hinting at as I entered this dungeon in the last video and said, well, I'll mention more about that later. Well, like the ice pyramid. Yeah. There's an item here that lets you see the enemies. If you don't find that item, you'd go through the entire dungeon thinking they have brought back the random battles of most other RPGs for this one. When in reality, no, there's just an item somewhere in this dungeon. Yeah. And I don't remember exactly where it is and the exact path to get to it, so. I can't remember if you're supposed to have it before, or not, maybe not necessarily supposed to, quote unquote, keywords there, but if it's even possible to have it before you get to those upper levels where its effect kicks in, or if you get it up there, that I can't remember. It would make sense if you have it before you get up there, so. But then again, since when do video games ever make sense? I mean, come on. Story-wise, physics. What are video game physics? I mean, come on. You can walk on lava with only 1 hit point of damage per step. I ask you, knowing that, I ask you, what are physics in video games? Ha 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 ha. Don't make me laugh. I mean, I love video games, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I mean, what am I doing right now? But I'm just saying, when have video games ever been ultra realistic? Physically, in terms of physics. I mean, I'm sure there's probably games out there that do a little better at that for those who care about that, but yeah, none of the games I've ever played. I mean, Final Fantasy games have tried to, in some regards, how you can't land your airship on top of a tree or, yeah. They try to be somewhat realistic there. Can't just land your airship any old place like on top of a tree or in water or, yeah. To which again I say, why the hell not? Who are you to try to be realistic after you've already pulled the all too popular walking on lava with only 1 hit point of damage per step? What do you know about reality? Give me a break, game. Yeah. If I can walk on lava, I want to be able to land my airship on top of a tree. Screw reality. I mean, we've already flipped reality the middle finger anyway. Yeah. Come on in, boys. The lava's fine. Yeah. And just always so funny, when people that would rate games go on a big spiel about physics and how would that even work? Dude, it wouldn't. It's a video game. It's not real life. It wouldn't work. Pure and simple. Bottom line, there's your answer. It wouldn't work. Duh. There's no big mystery there. Okay, that's just gonna get no big deal. That's just gonna give me to that little item chest there. Okay, so this isn't. Anyways, back to the point that started that whole rant. The idea that you find the item that lets you see the enemies up here in these upper areas before you get to them obviously seems not to be the case. Okay, so there's nothing up here but... Really? Nothing up here but those two items? Or that, actually just the one item in the middle there. The other one on the upper ledge I can't even get to from here. Okay, so this is a bust. Never mind. Thanks, game. This just goes to the chest that disappears because I already opened it, that's right. Alright, so I guess I do go the original way I was going when I first got here, before doubling back to get the white spell, and then going back again after that to see what was over the other way. I guess my original intuition, or not really intuition, just dumb guessing, was right. This is the... I was going the right way all along. Apparently. Because the other two paths were just dead ends. At least the first one had the holy spell at the end of it, so it was, it was a dead end worth checking out, so to speak, but... Whereas the other one, the only thing that was up there was that item chest. Big deal. Okay, we're out of the... Oh, so it's not the entire upper area, it's just that one floor that has that effect. Well, that's kind of dumb. I mean, it was the entirety of the ice cave that had that effect, not just one floor or one part. If you didn't find the mask item. Oh well. Okay, why do I suddenly get the feeling I'm near the end? Well, you know what? If I don't get that mask item, so be it. I'm not going to worry about it. I think this is the path that takes you to the end boss, or not the end boss of the entire game, obviously, is I'm barely into the second half of the game overall. Just the end boss of this particular mini dungeon, I think, is up this way. Okay, there's the item. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I don't need it. I'm almost done here anyways. I don't think you need it anywhere else. I think it's just that one little isolated area in this dungeon alone. screw it. Just in case. I mean, I don't think it's the case, but then again, I can't say for sure because I've always picked that up at some point while I was here. So, yeah. Just in case there is some point later in the game that. Yeah. All right. Okay, whatever. There. Another mask. Okay. Got two of them now. Well, it doesn't matter now. I've already killed most of the enemies in this little segment. Yeah. Now, go back where I was. Again, I don't think I needed that mask item for anything else other than this level, but... Then again, I don't know. Since I've always picked it up, I don't know if it does have any effect anywhere else that I just never had to deal with since I've... Yeah, since I had the item already. Boss fight. Of course. Can't have a boss fight without missing the... Oh, really, game? Actually, hold on, please. Ow! Well, never mind. I'm not going to find out. I hate confusion. So cheap. How cheap can we get? Never mind. Of course I don't give up. Actually, you know what? See how that does. Oh, 1,500. Okay. Oh, he's got some kind of special armor or accessory, like a ribbon in other Final Fantasy games that nullifies special attack, nullifies that kind of stuff, status ailments. And tell you, those ribbons, especially by Final Fantasy VII, great against the Malboro enemies and their bad breath attack that has most of the nasty status ailments all in one. If you don't have any of your party members with the ribbon equipped, by the time you start seeing them, you could be jolly well screwed. Yeah. Oh, really, game? How in the heck did you... Never mind. RNG. Hey, you're bald. And now you're dead. Yeah. Random crap. That first attempt. But it's also picture perfect example of why I hate the confusion element in games. Wait a minute, where am I going? Duh. Now I can go up there. Well, I do kind of want to go... Well, do that too. I never did do that one. What? Oh, no wonder why. Can't walk through these. Makes sense, I suppose, but again, who cares about games making sense when they so often do not anyways. Then they try to, and it's like, really? After the crap you just pulled earlier? I don't think so. Anyway. What do we have here? Okay, same enemies from the... Whoa, wait a minute. Don't need to waste that on these things. Normal attack does... Alright. Oh. Alright. I think I'll end it here. Do the last 7 or the next 7 battles here off screen. Come back with the start of the next video with only 1 left. So yeah, not quite 30 minutes. Yeah, only going on 20, but oh well. See you next time. Have a good day, all that kind of stuff, and bye.